This is a dream, again, that happened 10 years ago. He invited me out to Texas. We reunited. We hadn't talked in a long time. And we reunited. He brought me out to Texas. He was doing, he doesn't live in Texas. This is where he was doing a television broadcast, at least at this particular time. He threw me on one of his shows. I don't know if it ever aired. I didn't say much. I don't care. But during the time we were together, a dream was happening. I'm going to give it to you the way he related to me. I hope I'm not getting any of it wrong. If you're watching, this is as you explained it to me. He was having a dream that was reoccurring, and I believe we have the ability to provoke gifts. Happened to Jesus. People would provoke gifts with him, provoke healings just because of their faith and their level of faith. And you can provoke things, and this man's gifted. This guy moves miraculously in the Holy Spirit. And so I was there, and I believe my being there, not from me, but my being there, provoked this gift in him. And he started having a dream. And he said, and it progressed. Every time he'd have the dream, it got farther and farther into it. And at the time, I was getting ready to leave. The last time I saw him there, the dream apparently got to the point, and here's the dream. He's on the way to preach. He's not ready. He's dressed apparently in shorts. He's got a t-shirt on or something like that. He's got his Bible with him. He's on the way to church, and he doesn't know what he's going to preach. He doesn't know the message. He just knows he's not ready. And so that's where it ended at that part. And he's telling me, Steve, something's going to happen in my future where I'm not ready. There's going to be this shift in my ministry, and I'm not ready. He wasn't ready. And so that we parted ways, and I brought him down to Morro Bay, which is where I was living at the time. I don't live there anymore, if you guys have been following my testimony. And he's down there, and he's down there, I think maybe for a weekend or something like that, and he's in a motel, and anybody, again, leaving, on the staircase, he tells me, he says, Steve, the dream ended. And I got to hear this. And he told me the ending of the dream. So he gets to the church, and he says, you and your wife are there. He goes, and everybody you invited, all your people are there. And this is your wedding. It's your wedding. And he gets ready to minister, and he's not ready, and that's it. The dream ends. Sometime later, I talked to him. I tried to explain to him, and I believe I conveyed what I'm going to convey to you, the interpretation of the dream. The entire thing is figurative. He understood the first part, that he wasn't ready. He was going to enter a phase in his ministry to where he wasn't ready to enter into. Now, I've told you this man has seen the end, that he was caught up. If you marvel at what John the Revelator had, then you would marvel at what this guy had, being 3.5 hours, representing 3.5 years, and seeing the end. This man is very much prophetic, if not a prophet. Now I'm going to say that, and even though he has this in him, his message is not end time. His message is more, if you were to gear him towards anything, which is another reason why I don't want to say, everybody's got an opinion. He's more prosperity. He preaches more prosperity. Okay, that's it. But he has seen the end, and his message is prophetic towards the end. So, on the phone, I'm telling him, and he gets it. I'm telling him the interpretation of the dream. The whole thing is figurative. Every single thing about the dream is figurative. And it applies to now, as you're going to see. This is why I'm even telling it to you. Again, because it pertains to now. I'm telling him, you're not ready. Obviously, you're never going to go to church dressed in shorts and a t-shirt. Not ready. When would you ever do that? So that's figurative. Again, figurative towards you're going to go to a spot in the future to where you're not ready for this change in your ministry. And you get there to this point. To this point. Now, I'm not going to get divorced and married again. This is not going to happen. So What is figurative again? You consider, all my people are there. My people. Who are my people? They're not his. My people are you guys. Or my message is to those who want to hear the end. Who want to know the end. An end time message. That's who my people are. When he's looking at my people. Again, figurative. He's getting ready to minister to my people. And what is figurative of my wedding? Again, I'm not really going to go get divorced and married again. There's only one thing that is figurative of my wedding. And that's my anniversary. My wedding anniversary. I told him one day in the future, around a wedding anniversary of mine, you're going to find it's time to preach to my crowd, to my people, whom you're not ready to do or speak to, even though you have it, he has it in him. And when is my wedding anniversary? It is April 30th. April 30th. Now, I've told you repeatedly, over and over again, I have the week opening at Nissan. 1 month later, I'm telling you, this man is going to find himself before a crowd of my people. Figurative. Getting ready to speak to those people who want to hear about the end, and he's not going to be ready. I thought you'd enjoy that dream. Until next time, take care and God bless.